Any other women feel like they somehow missed an entire course on being feminine? Same here. Started to doll up at that time. First. 2. But I still put makeup on like a 12-year-old, and the last time I made any effort of styling my hair special was 20 years ago at my prom. I really like styling myself. But at the same time I don't. You know? For makeup, something that really helped me was to go to Sephora and ask one of the associates to help you try on some new products. She taught me how to do eye makeup for my specific eye shape, and it was really helpful. I've become a lot better at makeup since. I think a lot of women who have these skills learn from family. My mom and aunts taught me about this stuff starting around 12 or 13. So don't feel bad that you don't know it now. It's definitely something that requires practice and learning. As I got older and wanted to explore more with my hair and makeup, I watched a lot of beauty and hairstyling tutorials on YouTube. There are some great ones. I don't think it's something you ever stop learning once you start. Everybody's just at different stages of it. I'm the girliest person in my family. I had to learn everything on my own and with makeup courses. I'm currently learning how to take care of my wavy hair, since I'm also the only girl with wavy hair in my family. Same thing with clothes because, well, I'm the only plus-size person in my family. So I'm Googling everything, looking up plus-size stores and how to dress according to my body type. Being put together is not easy, but don't give up. Look up YouTube videos, subreddits, and courses if you can. Also, don't feel bad for not being so put together like other women. At the end of the day, it's a lifestyle choice, not a must. 34-year-old tomboy checking in. I got a job on the railroad because it was easier than learning how to do hair and makeup. I had hair down to my butt and I loved it, but it was so much work to maintain. Just to put it in a bun every day. I do wish I was good at being feminine, because I like getting gussied up for date nights with my husband. But that shit takes forever and is difficult. Kudos to people who are amazing at it. I was the same way until I went through a very brief YouTube makeup guru phase where I picked up a lot of the technique and theory behind makeup, hairstyling. Honestly, brands and types are so subjective to what each person likes. So just fill in the blanks with your favorite. This is what I learned boiled down into steps. Skincare. 1. Cleanse. 2. Tone. 3. Serum. 4. Moisturizer. SPF. Makeup. 1. Primer. After moisturizer. 2. Foundation. I like NYX Natural Bear With Me. 3. Concealer. I like NYX Can't Stop. 4. Blend with Moist Beauty Blender. I like the Real Techniques sponge. 5. Translucent powder to set all over. 6. Highlight. On the cheekbone, under brow, corner of the eye, tip of nose and Cupid's bow. Helps create a lifted and narrow illusion. 7. Blush on apples of cheeks and lift towards top of center of ear. I don't use bronzer since I'm so fair, and I personally think it looks a little too fake for me. 8. Start with fluffy brush on eyelids with a light neutral color. This is to put a base down so it's easier to blend out other eyeshadow shades. 9. Start with a transition shade. With windshield wiper, little circles in crease. Transition shade is the lightest shade for your eyeshadow, usually within the same tone as your look, i.e. warm tone looks should use a orangey, pinky shade. ECT.10. Pick a medium shade for your crease, slightly darker than your transition shade. Start with just outside corner of your eye. Circular motions. Then once most of pigment is placed, then you start bringing it up the crease in windshield wiper motion. 11. Darker shade. Use different brush. Smaller and more pointed. You want to focus this just in the outside portion of your eye. Small circular motions. Lift tongue up from your eyelash base towards your brow. Use blending brush lightly over to blend 12. Use paddle brush or fingertip to press a light color on the center of your lid. This helps open up the eye and make it appear more round. 13. Blend light color a little by running fluffy brush over crease. 14. Take a very small brush and use your medium shade, transition shade on your lower lash, like only extending between a 1/2 and 1/3 of your lower lash to help make the whole look complete. In married eyebrows. 1. Use a angled brush, eyebrow pencil, eyebrow marker. My fave is NYX Lift and Snatch marker. To start at the tip of the brow closest to nose, and draw a straight line on the bottom connecting to your first curve of brow. 2. Then do a small point on top of your brow, connecting it to your tail. 3. Blend with stiff brow brush. Finishing step. 1. Eyeliner. Optional OBVS. I like to use liquid eyeliner. I start with just a singular line that extends with the shape of my bottom eyelid. I do both and compare to make sure they are the same angle. Then adjust as necessary. I find it's way easier to wipe off one line rather than the whole wing if I mess up. 2. Then I start from the base of the line and slowly drag it about 1/4 up my upper lash line, thickening the wing as I see fit. Then do the other side. 3. I curl my lashes. 4. Apply mascara. 5. Apply finishing setting spray. This is key. It makes a world of difference in overall longevity and reduces creasing throughout the day. That's it for my makeup routine. As for my hair, I tend to use either a curling wand or blow dryer brush to help ease all frizz. Then I can style as necessary, i.e. ponytail or down with clips. I hope that helps. Yes. I feel like that 100% of the time. I am a 47-year-old European tomboy who lives in North America, and the ladies here are simply different. Personally, it is all a tad too artificial for me. I cannot help but wonder if ladies don't have better things to do than to spend so much time on improving their attractiveness. I don't even dye my hair. Let it go gray. Not even mascara. Zilch. Really. I sound like an old witch. I know. And I thought I may evolve into one. Felt insecure about my natural look since I have been going gray. But I am finding that guys still find me very attractive. I get quite a few compliments when I trade pics. So either I am lucky genetically, or you may too be able to subscribe to the tomboy style for life, if you so choose. Nothing wrong with dolling up though, if you like it. Some made-up women these days, true pieces of art, very much agreed. I'm a straight man, but I work in beauty industry as a product developer. I meet regularly with the artists, stylists as well as the marketing and PR teams. I can tell you that the disconnect is not coming from the beauty companies. We actually make a huge effort to help educate people on how to use the products. So much so that we shifted the industry from using supermodels as our spokespeople to using makeup artists and stylists. Gwen Stefani doesn't have the same credibility as Huda Kattan. And it's very apparent considering how successful Huda Beauty is today. We also try really hard to have makeup tutorials online on IG and YouTube. What I think is happening is people are rejecting the social media. People are turned off by the idea of influencers who Facetune and Photoshop themselves far worse than how the big brands did it 15+ years ago. There's actually a very active subreddit called r/Instagram Reality that calls these people out. Through this rejection, some people will be more sensible when it comes to beauty products. but others are completely dropping out of all areas of beauty enhancement, which has an impact to the individual level. Figure. Most young people figure out how to use makeup from an older relative or from a friend who learned from an older relative. Today, there are fewer of those people. Just because you don't curl your hair or wear makeup doesn't mean you're not being feminine. Those things don't make you a woman. I can do makeup to decent success, but doing hair and nails? Wizardry. Same. I don't know how to do anything to my hair or do anything impressive with my makeup. Sometimes I don't feel feminine enough or pretty because my hands don't want to cooperate with what I want to do. Yes and no. I mostly don't care to spend my time on elaborate makeup and hair. No shade to those who do. You look amazing and I love to see the artistry. But I can learn anything I need from YouTube. The beauty YouTubers are crazy skilled and many of them do a great job explaining to beginners. I did go into a beauty rabbit hole a few years ago and elevated my game from absolute incompetence to adequate novice. If you want to improve, get a few basic tools and just start making a mess in your face. I wish I'd taken photos of my first contouring attempt. Be bad at it. Laugh at yourself. And you'll be improving in no time. There are amazing YouTube videos for makeup application. I'm 35 and have never went to work without makeup. I wash and blow dry my hair twice a week and just touch it up in between. My whole routine takes me about 20 minutes in the morning. I just feel more put together that way. On the weekends I go makeup free unless there's a special occasion of some sort. Some women wear no makeup and that's okay too. Calling it useless and a waste of time is not necessarily true for everyone. It's kind of like everything else in life. You either do it or don't. Woman shrugging, light skin tone. Yes, but then I found out I was autistic when I was 31, which explained a lot. I'm a guy, but I think typically you learn these things from friends, family, and media. I completely understand this. I painted my nails for the first time when I was 30 and it felt very awkward. Without the makeup and hairspray, I feel very feminine and confident. From my experience, that is what attracts partners more than makeup. But I do still clean up and sparkle when I have dates. As far as I know, these skills are taught from person to person, within friend groups, etc. A girl watches a tutorial on YouTube about a perfect eyeliner. She comes to school. Her BFF asks her to show how it's done. Another friend imitates it. She fails, but hey, you learn by making mistakes. She learns a different technique that works for her clumsy hand. The first girl is impressed and copies it. This is how feminine characteristics are emphasized. Teach your friends. Learn from friends. I lack most of those skills because I was a very antisocial kid. I had practically no female, feminine friends as a teenager. Sure, there are YouTube tutorials, Q&As, helpful resources, etc. But it's not the same when you don't have real-time feedback from a group of friends. Side question. Do you want to doll up, or why the turn? I understand. I'm in my 20s and still don't know what the names of different types of makeup is. Like concealer and foundation apparently have different uses, and I found that out very recently. I also apply it like I'm a child experimenting with her mom's drawer she snuck into. It takes so much skill, and I highly respect people who do their makeup regularly.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.